Let's not beat around the bush. E-commerce is completely booming right now. Everybody's starting to shop online, and I'm guessing a lot of you guys watching this video right now either already have an e-commerce business or are looking to start an e-commerce business. Now today, I'm gonna take the hit. I'm gonna be the bearer of bad news and tell you some of the things that you need in order to become successful with an e-commerce business. Now I've had 6-figure per month dropshipping stores and a 6-figure Shopify brand, and throughout my journey, I've learned so much, but I still learn things every day. So I'm not trying to come up here and pretend to be the most successful person ever, and like my advice is the holy word of success in e-commerce. But regardless, I thought today I'd share some of my knowledge that I've learned throughout the years. So yeah, this video is gonna be pretty chill. I'm just gonna be talking. So if you wanna listen to this like an audiobook and go to the gym or go on a run or whatever it is you do these days, then you're welcome to do so. Now, to begin with, success in e-commerce is pretty broadly defined. I mean, as I mentioned in the beginning, some people would consider a 6-figure a month e-commerce store a success. Some people would consider a 10K a month store with a thriving community a successful e-commerce business. So really, success is a broadly defined term and it's different for everybody. So the first thing I think you need to do is not compare yourself to anyone else out there, because at the end of the day, your journey is your own journey, your ideas are your own ideas. So don't be too concerned about what other people define as success, because that may not be the same definition to you. And to give you an example, for me, I wouldn't consider someone who is working 24 hours a day on their store to make money a success. I mean, of course, you got to respect the hustle. I mean, massive respect to every single one of you out there that's literally grinding 24/7. But for me personally, that's not my definition of success. Today, for example, I woke up, I read a fun book that I've been really into lately. I went to the skate park, I checked some of my stocks, I bought the dip, so I invested a little bit of money, and then I got into my work. So personally, to me, success is literally just freedom. Like, as long as I'm making enough to survive and I'm building something I'm passionate about, I'm a success, right? So the first step obviously is define what success is to you, and that's really going to help you set the right direction for your store. Now, the second thing you need to become successful, and this is the one I think I'm going to get maybe a little bit of backlash on, so just as a forewarning here, the second thing you need is money. Now look, the most trendy thing on YouTube right now, and probably ever, is how I can start dropshipping or how I can make money online with $0. Now, I truly hate to be the bearer of bad news. I try to keep the vibes at peak chill levels, but yeah, unfortunately, you are gonna need money to start your business. So to give you another example, for me personally, when I first started my e-commerce business, I had $1,000 to my name, and I quickly blew through like 500 of those dollars running ads and trying to start a business. I was promised a Lambo by the end of those $500 spent, so I was very disappointed to say the least. But the thing is, I should have seen that coming, right? Like, when you start a business, it's not gonna be a magical escalator all the way to your Lambo. It's actually gonna be very up and down, a very grueling process, and there's gonna be a lot of learning involved. And unfortunately, to learn, you need to spend money. And when people say it takes money to make money, they're not lying. That's not like a cheesy quote that you see on Tumblr or something. That's literally the truth. And unfortunately, if you don't have good money habits, like if you haven't been saving money before starting your business, you're not really gonna position yourself in a situation to succeed, at least from my perspective. Of course, I'm sure there's tons of examples of people that have been dead broke and take out a loan and make a thriving business. But if you take that level of risk, then again, I respect the hustle, but in my experience and in my opinion, I think you need to have some money saved up. You need to have a job that's making you some income, or at the very least, like I said, some money saved up in order to invest in your business. And at the end of the day, the good thing about starting a business, and an online business in particular, is that every little bit of money that you spend is an investment towards your business. It's kind of like owning a house and making repairs, right? Like, that money that you're spending on the repairs is added value to your house. And an e-commerce business is the same way. It's like a house. Every little bit of money that you spend gathering data or acquiring content, any brand assets, that's adding value to your business. So try to remember that. I know it's hard when you're spending money and your stomach is like dropping every time you spend $100 on Facebook with 0 sales. Trust me, I've been there. I totally get that. But again, it's just part of the process, and you need to spend money to make money. So have some money saved up if you want to succeed with e-commerce. I mean, like I said, I would say a minimum of $2,000 probably to properly get started. But when I actually found success with my e-commerce store, I had about $7,000 saved up by then. So when I started with $1,000, I kind of quit for a while. I started pursuing other ventures like selling things on Amazon or flipping things on eBay. I was also working a server job where I was grinding every shift and pulling about $100 in tips a night, sometimes even $200 if I really finessed. So over the next like couple years after that, I was able to save up about $7,000. And by then I'd also learned a lot through trial and error. So when I finally found some sort of success online and I actually had the opportunity to scale my business, I actually had the funds to do so. And that really catapulted my career and journey in general. So I can't say this enough. Start saving your money. If you have bad money habits, I mean, let me know in the comments and I'll drop some videos on that if you want, because even though I'm not Graham Stephan over here, I definitely blow money on stupid things all the time, but I always have spent much less than I make, even when I made like $1,000 a month. And I consider that a good money habit. So just make sure that you got your money habits in check, you have some money saved up, and that way you'll be positioned perfectly to succeed with your e-com business. And the last thing I think will really help you succeed, and this is obviously not going to apply to a lot of you guys, but this is the only exception to not having money to start your business, is having an existing audience. So for example, if you're an influencer, if you have, 10K followers or something, or if you have a page on Instagram that has a bunch of followers, or on Twitter or YouTube, whatever it is, if you have an existing audience, then in that case, you don't need a ton of money to start. Then you maybe only need like $200 to pay for your plan, to pay for a few products to start with, and then you can start promoting your business to your audience. So that's the only exception for that. And I honestly really love that approach. I think it's a genius approach, a very great way for somebody to build a community first and then drop products for that community. I think that's genius. I've done this even for my YouTube channel. For example, I have my NetSphere community, which is my e-commerce course, but it's also like a Discord group and a Facebook group. So it's not just a course, and it's much cheaper than any course out there because I'm trying to make it accessible. But when I started my channel, I had no intentions of making a course, but over time, people really wanted me to make a course. So I did, and it was a very successful business because I had already built the audience first. So that's a great example. However, I'm also doing an experiment myself where I'm growing a couple Instagram pages right now, and I'm gonna start a business around them. It's gonna be something very simple, but I did make a video starting that. It's actually a challenge. So I will be making episode 2, which is the latest update soon. I got a lot of stuff to share about that. I'm really excited about that project. It's been a really fun project so far. All it's taken has been consistency. I'm sorry about rambling, but when it comes to things I like, I could literally talk all day. So when it comes to like business, investing, skating, gaming, all these things I really love, so I could talk about it all day. But with that said, let me know what you think in the comments, and of course, subscribe with notifications and like this video. I'm trying to drop multiple videos a week consistently. That's definitely my goal right now, and I honestly don't even care about the views at this point. I just love making videos. So as long as I'm being consistent and actually making videos, I'm happy. So yeah, love you guys. Make sure you check out that Instagram challenge video, and I'll be seeing you in my next one. Peace.